Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome. It's a beautiful Sunday. We are here live to talk about XOXO BUSD for the people, by the people. So, ladies and gentlemen, we know about this amazing smart contract, which has been existing on the Binance blockchain for the last maybe 3 months now, right? We'll talk about the XOXO token called XTO. This is a cryptocurrency token that runs on the Binance blockchain, right? So it was about 1 million coins that were minted, right? There was a burning that took place at launch, and there was airdrops that also took place. Currently, we probably have about 900 and maybe 40 to 50,000 of the coins left, right? And we have close to 500,000 XTO coins staked, right? So this coin has an entire ecosystem around it. Sorry, this token has an entire ecosystem around it. Now, I'm going to explain what this ecosystem consists of. So currently you can stake and earn BNB. Now this BNB is coming all from the transaction fees from the buy 3% and 6% on the sell, which we see goes to the stake and reward pool, right? So we have a great ecosystem with this coin. The price is being held stable because we have close to 500,000. That is about close to 55 to 60% of all the entire coins in circulation is currently staked. Some for 30-day periods, some for 15 days currently and running. So if you stake, right, there's a penalty if you want to claim before 1 month. So you find everyone at least staking for 30 days, which is great. We'll speak about the play to earn games coming in the future, all running on this XTO as well, and the products which you can purchase in the back office, as well as NFTs, right? So can you buy and sell this coin? Yes, you can. And you can do this on PancakeSwap today. You can do it yesterday and you can do it tomorrow. It's live. It's been traded so many times. And the buy tax and sell tax is all coming in the form of rewards in BNB. Okay, so also the price, we'll look at the price a little bit later. We want to speak about the XOXO Auto Nitro BUSD. So XOXO is a smart contract on the blockchain, a community crowd-funded smart contract. Now, this new pool, which we call the Auto Nitro BUSD, runs alongside the token. So this is something great, and we'll speak about this. We can look at the PDF right here. Hold on. This PDF breaks down the entire smart contract, how it works, right? And guys, it's been live, and we will be also buying today, ladies and gentlemen. Once for those that were buying around this time, I think you should be able to start buying again. We want to look at a quick disclaimer, right? This disclaimer, you guys can read it. This PDF is available on the website. But just in short, you're understanding that this community is what providing products and services and bonus rewards at the same time. The results that one person earns is not equal to the results the other would earn because there are different things that come in play, right? We'll speak about the compensation plan, right? Based on the contract specifically, it works equally for everyone, right? So what is crowdfunding? We can understand that this is a way that what businesses, projects, or ideas grow through communities, right? Smart contract, I'll speak on it briefly. So when you go to Bloomberg, they tell you what a smart contract is. When you go to IBM, they tell you what a smart contract is. When you go to all the biggest technology websites, they explain what a smart contract is. But to break it down in the most simple and easiest of terms to digest, there's two ways you can look at it. First of all, understand it's computer code and it's not controlled by a person once launched on the blockchain, right? Now, imagine the blockchain as a highway. You have a highway with different cars, cryptocurrencies. Now, every time you get to an intersection with a traffic light and a toll booth, what happens? No matter who you are, what car, you have to wait at the light till the light directs you to go where you need to go. right? The minute you cross the light, it's crashing, right? So it's impossible to do that. So that's what happens. A smart contract is these toll booths and traffic lights on the blockchain highway that tell every single transaction what to do and where to go. So if you have something like this, then you understand this system is flawless. Now we introduce ourselves to Auto Nitro BUSD, which is a high-speed automated smart contract running on this XOXO community, right? So how does it work? We have something called slots. I like to call them tickets, right? What they represent is a number in line, right? So I'm going to break it down much more simply, but let's just understand what happens once a person decides to get into this community for $48 in BUSD. You can buy one slot and it costs $48 in BUSD. Everyone is eligible to buy a maximum of only 2 slots every day, every 24 hours. So if you had money for 10, you'd have to buy 2 every day for 5 days. If you have money for 3, you can buy 2 today and 1 tomorrow. So that's how it works. So depending on your budget, you can buy as many times as you choose to get to the amount that you choose to spend. The minute you do that, $30 goes into what we call a global user slot. I'll break that down, right? This is just to show you how the contract divides and distributes the earnings, because this smart contract does not hold any money as liquidity. This is not a ROI project where people are dumping tons of money in and it's holding it, and you're susceptible to rug pulls and people put in high amounts in. This is a, a very fair, stable system that allows everyone to earn. I'll explain that too. Immediately you decide to refer somebody, because that's the only way people get into the community, right? They can't walk into Walmart or their local grocery store and get into XOXO. They have to get a link from anyone who's already in the community, or by coming on the website to get into the community themselves. We'll speak about marketing. You guys will look at a big article from This Is 50 magazine as well. So $1 goes to what we call a sponsor on your first for the first level. That's people that use your link. The minute those people also share the opportunity, you are still getting paid $2 on every $48 transaction from any person at all, every person on that level. Now, once they decide to also share the opportunity, so you understand the duplication effect, you are now on the third level earning $3 for every transaction. Now, on the fourth level, that's the people here deciding to share their link. You're still going to be rewarded $1. So you go ahead and you do the work on your first level, but everything that happens after that is a blessing that's coming right to you. Okay, so there's something called Pool 2 support, Pool 2. That is the pre-existing community. It has a smart contract with an automation called ID1. So ID1 uses this to help boost that ecosystem that brings new users each and every time those people make money in that system, right? We have $5 called going to something called the XTO Nitro vote. So the XTO is the XOXO token, right? The Nitro vote represents a wallet where $5 on every single $48 transaction is going to buy the coin XTO, and the token XTO token is being put in a vote where not the developers are earning. Every single person who spends 48, by the end of 30 days of you spending $48, whether it's once, twice a day, once a week, 5 times a week, whatever you're doing, you're going to be earning a part of all the XTO that's being put here, right? So we'll do some calculation on those numbers. The next thing we'll talk about is administration and marketing. So basically, we'll speak about some of these ads that we are seeing, right? There's a budget for that. So as long as we have, a marketing budget, it means that growing this community would be very, very easy, right? Even though we have excited members that are going around and sharing just to earn, this is also fueling the ecosystem and growing it. So it's important that we all keep making transactions just to grow these specific wallets, right? $1 goes to the leadership vote. Now, on your in your back office, if you're already a member, you see that there is a leadership board. Basically, what it's saying is that the people who go ahead to help the community the most, right? It's a community contract. The community rewards the hardest workers, right? So if if you have a company and you have 100 employees and one employee brings in about 15% of the entire company sales, we all know what happens in the company. If that was you, you expect to be honored, you expect to be rewarded, you would want a vacation, you would want a raise, a new management position, right? Look at all the things that you demand, right? Well, here you are. So you having a chance to prove yourself on your own terms, right? On your own terms, not your manager, not a boss telling you, hey, great, you did 1 million in sales, but here's $1,000, right? That would be sad. So here, whatever you do leads you to go to this leadership vote, where if you have earnings, let's say accumulative from 100,000 transactions, right? That would be $100,000, by $1, right? So now, if you have brought in the most people on your first level, guess what? 25% of that entire 100K, which is 25,000, would be yours. You're entitled to that. That's your earnings. And then the number two person gets the next, and then it follows. So this is exciting. Now let's speak about the automation. Real quick, every $48 slot is gonna go through what we call 8 cycles, right? So the first question most people ask is, okay, how long does it take? When does it happen? It's pretty simple, right? And we'll break it down. Once somebody buys this 48, that 30 that we saw that goes into the global user slot, we'll see how that in turn comes in to help the entire ecosystem when everybody keeps buying to do what? To help you do what we call a cycle. So your 48 is going to make you $12 in profit per cycle. It will take 8 cycles for this $48 slot to be deleted from the system. And this $48 goes right to the system. But you get to keep 96 by the time 8 cycles is completed, right? I tell most people 8 cycles look it to happen in about 14 days. That's the long term, right? But once you have a machine that's printing, the more you begin to speed the machine, the faster it prints, right? It's that simple. If you have a printer and it says 1x speed, 2x speed, and 10x speed, and you put it on 1x speed, and you say, hey, it's printing pretty slow. You call the company, you say, I spend this money and it's really slow. And they ask you, well, have you, put in more stuff for it to go to 2x? And you say, oh, no, I haven't. Do you know there's a 10x? Have you put in more stuff for it to get to 10x? You say, no, I haven't. And then what they'll just tell you, well, sir or madam, then you're the reason why it's not working, because the machine works. So that's what we have. We have a machine that works, and we'll go ahead to understand how this basically breaks down. We spoke about this. That's the leaderboard, right? So the second level gets 20%, third person gets 15, and it keeps going. Even if you're the 10th person, right? 2.5 on 100K is what is it? $2,500. That's not bad. So everyone has a chance to win. That's what this is all about. A lot of people are looking for the contract address of XTO. Once you go into the XOXOBUSD.com official website, even with this PDF, you can find it, right? Also, you can just buy directly by clicking the buy on PancakeSwap from that website. Here, Dex Tools, you can check and track the price. So we'll quickly check and track the price before going on the whiteboard. So we still have a good rating. This token has been alive for a while, being traded. It's a lot of earnings, a lot of pumping, a lot of selling, a lot of buying, a lot of, it's been very, very consistent, and that's a healthy growth for any coin. So, wow, we touched 40 cents. That's incredible. And we even touched even more. So, people, this is the coin. It's been doing great, right? Went up, came down, and quickly started to stabilize and keeps going up, right? So, the next point, we should expect 60 and higher. How does this buy pump work? We know that the ecosystem alone is responsible for a lot of the green candles from all the transactions from the slots. So today, even as we buy, by the end of the day to the end of the week, we'll start to see some growth in the coin. That's why we are all participating in our own win, right? We are all participating in our own win. Imagine buying a coin at 12 cents, knowing that the longer we keep buying slots in the ecosystem, it's going to hit 60 cents. What does that mean for you, right? Even if at 20 cents to 60 cents, that's a 3x, right? You can find someone in Africa who put $50 in and will be able to withdraw and sell $150 maybe over the course of 2 weeks, a week, all because this community is pumping this coin from transaction fees. So, guys, if you want to also earn from this ecosystem, like I said, a good way is to also buy the token, right? You can buy the token on PancakeSwap. We can see that the liquidity is currently sitting at 48,000, right? Transactions already over almost 12,000 in transactions, market cap 161,000. The minute we put another 161,000 on top of that, you already know that we are doubling our market cap. So that's all possible alone, even just with a smart contract. This is incredible. The details can also be found here, right? So all these things are here: honey post, stay safe food, all of that, all of that. So we're waiting to list. We're still growing. I'm gonna go straight to the whiteboard at this point. Actually, let me see if I can just show you guys what we are looking at as far as the slots. So I have to buy. This is just a wallet I created to be able to show the activities through my laptop. Let me refresh the page, and we will see who is currently cycling. $573 is the current paying slot. So I just want to quickly explain something when it comes to the cycling, right? A lot of us have seen that the numbers moves from a lower number and then it jumps to a higher number, and then it moves to a lower number and jumps back to a higher number and a higher number. Now, the reason this is happening is very, very simple, right? As you can see, 573 is a lower number, right? There are more recent slots like my 1285 that hasn't cycled and my 1715 that hasn't cycled. But 573 has already cycled once and is currently getting cycled for the second time. How does this happen? So I'll go to the whiteboard and explain. So you find that you buy a slot 178 and someone 3-4 days later buys 1285. But 178 cycled for the first time and came back in line, but it keeps the same number. But on the blockchain, it could easily come back in line at number 800. So when it's time for 800 to get paid, you would see the number 178 reappear on the paying slot to get paid, right? 573 could easily be at number 1,100 and maybe 20, because that's around where it is right now. But it kept the same number because every slot has the ability to exist in the ecosystem 8 times before it's finally deleted from the line. So for this particular 178, it has 5 more cycles to go. 1285 has 8 cycles to go because it's had none. 1715 has 8 cycles to go because it's had none. But 573, lucky guy, right? Second cycle. 3,062 members, right? Over 100,000 in the last 3 to 4 days. Over all on $48, right? You can see that I earned already. I have 3 slots. The one slot alone cycled 3 times 12 by 3 is 36. The system works, right? So let me do this, stop sharing, and let me go to the whiteboard. But just, just to make sure I'm with everyone and everyone is with me and everyone heard me, just drop a 7 in the chat if you understood so far how this ecosystem is not like the others, how this is not just a smart contract, but then you have the ability to determine your own potential growth within the token and within the cycling. And then if you are someone that's excited enough to share this opportunity, we already seen that there is a compensation plan, but now I'm going to just break it down on a bigger level so you can see why it's necessary to get to work and share this opportunity. So I'm just gonna, if you can see the whiteboard, just drop a 1, let me know you can see it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write down this U, right? Everyone on the call, this is you. When you buy a slot, you spend $48, right? You spend $48. That's you, right? Now, out of this 48, right, there's a system. It's going to be a long line, right? It's going to be a long line, and then it's going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, to infinity, right? Okay, so you spend 48, 30 goes in the line, right? Then when number 2, which is also you, somebody else, anyone on this call is a you, right? Spends 48, right? 30 goes in the pool, right? So 30 also goes in the pool. What the system is doing is that it's gonna give all this payout to 1, but it's gonna keep its 48 again. So if you have $60, right, and you take out 48, you're gonna be left with $12 in profit. So that's how the $12 profit comes about. So everyone is leaving 30 on the table. Everyone is leaving 30 on the table. And the system is maintaining your 48 to complete its cycle of $12 8 times before it's deleted, right? Let me see if I can get the eraser and I can delete so you can see what I mean by delete before it's deleted, right? Boom. Then when this guy cycles 8 times, deleted, boom, right? So everybody could get deleted, but you have to cycle 8 times. So now let me break down how this system moves and how it's able to pay out and how you're able to make money and why it could look slow and why it could look fast, right? So everyone is buying a slot, right? We're gonna start with the 1 again. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, right? So when 1 buys first, your slot ID, we are going to the slots. So this is your slots. So slot number 1, let me just clear it and start again. Slots, right? Slots. You got 1, 2, 3. So I buy 1. Richmond buys 2. Vonnie buys 3. Asif buys 4. Gideon buys 5. And then everyone on the call keeps buying, right? So the minute Richmond buys, his $30 goes to me. When you know, Vonnie buys, his $30, goes to me. So the system keeps my 48 still, And so I make that $12, right? I make the $12. Now I come to the bottom, automated by the system, because it has to repeat me 8 times. I still keep number 1, but I end up, people are buying, I end up, let's say I give myself 21, right? So I'm gonna leave that there. So now for number 2 to get paid, what happens? 4 and 5 have to come in. So when 4 and 5 come in, number 2 is paid, he comes back maybe 80, number 80, right? So that's how the system works. So if 4 and 5 come in and no one else comes in, well, 3, 4, and 5 have to wait, because the minute 6 and 7 comes in, 3 is out, right? 6 and 7 pays 3. 8 and 9 pays 4. And it keeps moving. It's just 2:1. 1,000 slots moves 500. That's simple. And then the system brings them back in to move half of the number that came back in. But then the system needs new transactions to keep the system running in that same automation. So that's all it boils down to, people. Pretty simple. Now let's go out to how the earnings works, right? How does the earning works? How people to make money? There's people making thousands, right? Very soon we'll even see tens of thousands. It's pretty simple. You just have to put in the work. But it's not a lot of work. It's community effort, right? What does that mean? I'll explain. So we have something called levels, right? So we'll give it level 1, 2, 3, and then level 4, right? So that's the levels. So every level has how much it pays out, right? So let's just give team. This is team, right? So this could be anyone's structure. This could be my structure. This could be Vani's structure. This could be Asif's. This could be anyone's structure. So let's say I go ahead and introduce 10 people, right? Which is a good way to start. So I have 10 people on my first level. Now we're going to talk about how much you earn on each level. So on this level, you're earning $1, right? On this level, you're earning $2. On this level, you're earning $3. On this level, you're earning $1, right? So all I have to do now is go to my 10 people and say, Brian, Ama, Kwame, Philemon, Henry, Diego, let's do exactly what I did and help you get 10 people. Now, it's called a duplication effect. My 10 people all learn how to bring 10 people just like I did. Simple system. I do exactly as I did with them. I told them maybe I called 30 people and 10 said yes. Or I text 10 people on Instagram, 10 people on Facebook, 10 people on Twitter, and 10 people on my phone. And out of all those people, 10 came in. So if I teach my people how to do exactly that, because they have to put in the work, what happens? We have 100 people on my second level. Now it's my responsibility to teach my 10 people now how to teach their 10 people, because everyone is entitled to their own 10 people. Don't look at the 100, just know that 10 are managing 10 each. The minute they are able to speak to them the same way you spoke to them, they go ahead, and we're going to trickle down. We have a trickle down effect. So let's say they do 5. They do 5 because they can't do 10. They do 5 each. 500 on your third level. This could be in 1 week, 2 weeks, right? It doesn't matter. It's the duplication effect. Then now on the third level, the trickle down effect is even much stronger. So you're only going to bring 2 people each, right? And that's calm. 1,000. Now let's do the numbers, right? So right here on a $48 transaction, so if everyone is spending 48, right? This is what you're gonna see. You're gonna make $10, right? On your first level. Then you're gonna make $200 on your second level. Then you're gonna make $1,500 on your third level, and then you're gonna make $1,000 on your fourth level, all referral earnings. And what did you do? It took you a week to do this. It took your people a week to do this, took them a week to do this, and a week. Within 30 days, 30 days of finding people who can only afford $48, right? Let's add it up. 2,500 plus 200. That is $2,710. This is a good paycheck minus taxes, even in the US. Even in the US, this is a good monthly paycheck minus taxes. If you can do this passively, you won. You won. So now let's go to other countries, other places around the world, other continents. This is a ton of money, right? This is stable middle class to upper class income monthly in certain, what they call, third world countries that actually happen to have more resources, right? And more people. So this is where you can win. People make money. Money doesn't make people. If money made people, billionaires would be putting money in a furnace, and out of the furnace, human beings will walk out of it, right? So money doesn't make people, people make money. So you have to introduce your 10 so they can go ahead and do the same. And right there, you can do this. Now, the minute everyone decides to buy 10 slots, right? This is for my people in the US, right? We all know that we don't want to spend $48 and make $12. It doesn't even add up, right? If you tell somebody you're online and you're clicking this button that makes you $12, they'll be like, cool, how many times can you make that $12? That's the first question they'll ask you. So we are going to the league where we're trying to spend $480. And guys, even if you can spend $48, you can look at it as a 30-day transition where you would be having enough, right? Even by week 2, week 3 to spend $480. And you teach your team to do the same thing. When they get to that profitability level, you tell them put in the $480, because we are all going in hard for the end game, right? So for the people that are spending $480 and your team is spending $480, what happens here, right? You're now going to multiply everything by 10. That's it. You're now going to multiply everything by 10. So let me get back to the eraser. So yeah, it's about to get crazy, right? So $10, because you have 10 people, they make you $1 each, but they're now buying 10 slots. So that's by 10. So $10 by 10 is $100. So in your first level, you earn $100. You teach your people to do the same thing, duplication effect, right? 100 by 2, 200 by 10, 2,000. On your third level, your 500 people did what? They brought in 3 people each, right? Wait, sorry. That means 500 people total. They made you $3 each on every transaction, but they made 10 transactions each. 5 by 3, that's 15. So we have 1,500, right? By 10, 15,000. We still have one level, right? Okay. So that's 1,000 by $1, $1,000 by 10 transactions, 10,000. So we get back to adding. 10,000 plus 15 is 25,000. Plus 2, 27,000. Plus $100, $27,100. So $27,100. Bank, right? That's over $250,000 if you stay doing this for 10 months, through the year, that's close to, close to about 500,000, right? So it can get really serious if we teach 10 people just how to do the same thing. Not a lot of people, just 10 people. So when you have people that could go crazy and do 100 on that first level, and even trickles down where everybody's just doing 2, and everybody's doing 2, everybody's doing 2, you're still winning heavily. So this is all possible, and this could be an easy 30-day run to bag this. But what happens now? You have a team so strong with multiple earners on the first level, right? Your 10 people, they bank. Whatever you're making is minus probably just a little bit, because they get to also build their own teams within and start to earn, right? So you're looking at people on your first level, second level, and third level who made money with you. Maybe collectively out of 600, out of all these people, we say 300 made good money with you, right? 300 made good money with you. That was the prize money, so you just keep that here, right? So you got like 200 people that made good money with you, and they all decide to buy, like, just create 5 wallets, right? So they could buy 10 slots a day each, right? So they're gonna do 10 slots a day, right? So yeah, so we'll just 200 by 10 slots a day. So now your army of 200 people actually becomes an army of 2,000 wallets, because on the blockchain, we, just like the metaverse, we change from people to something else. So we are wallets now. Now you got 2,000 wallets strong who want to spend in your organization. Within the next month, you're doing ×2, ×5, ×10. So that's the power of what we have. It's a system that works, and we have to take advantage of it and do what it do. That's what I wanted to share today. My name has been Kojo, Blockchain Kojo. Thank you for allowing me to do this presentation today. You already know, questions and answers are literally a thing that we do within the community chat. So please, if you do have questions, you want to put them in a way that you want to have them answered, or ask your sponsors. But in the meantime, if you feel this presentation had brought some clarity to everything as far as how the contract works, the compensation plan, the ecosystem, and you have a new desire, you have a new desire to now share this opportunity, then let me know. Let me know in the chat by dropping a 5 in the chat right now. In fact, scratch the 5 and just put XOXO. Sorry about that. Put XOXO. If you are really in tune with the vision of introducing 10 people to this opportunity. Richmond is going to talk about staking. He's going to talk about buying slots. I think he's going to do it live. Since it's time to buy, I'm going to go ahead and go on my phone and start buying. But Richmond, take over from here. And anyone else, if you have anything to share, please get ready, raise your hand, and we'll allow you to speak. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Beautiful presentation. Awesome, awesome. I just want to I know you guys have, we have a new update in the back office. Let me see if I think I need to refresh my computer a couple of times to get it to populate. Let me see if you populate. But you guys can go in your back office, all right? You guys can go in your back office. You guys seen very, very soon, you guys gonna see the product here, okay? But as of now, you can see the breakdown. It tells you, the levels, how much you make in BUSD and things like that, okay? It tells you, like, one here is pay $1, $2, $3, and $1. And then you can see, also remember, we all contribute $5, go to the liquidity. You actually buy the token, and it tells you how many slots. The more slots you have, the more token you're gonna get at the end of the month to claim. Okay, so you can see I have 10 slot, total slot in the whole ecosystem. The whole ecosystem is 2073. Okay, that's how many slot in the system so far. And then it tell you your percentage you're gonna be getting, and then it tell you the rewards in XTO. So that means right now I'm sitting at 14 XTO that I'm gonna get. By the end of the month, I don't know, but it just keep growing every single day, right? So that is that. Okay. Now the more people comes in, the more it might drop as well. Okay, whatever that is in the pot, everybody must have a piece of it. So it can drop, it can go up, it can drop, it can go up. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right. And could you already explain why the reason why the paying slot keep going back and forth, back and forth? Keep that in mind. The leaderboard is looking pretty good. You guys can see keep rising every day, guys. You know, the leaderboard keep rising every day. The top 10 recruiters, whatever slot that is purchased at the end of the month. Let's just say we did 100,000. Guess what? That would be 100,000 will be in there, and you guys can see the percentage and things like that. Okay. Of course, these all paid members. So some people might have like, oh, I got 50 personal. Yeah, are they paid members? Once they pay, in all of them, you can be on a leaderboard. Okay. And one thing, you know, I went to church today, and while I was in the church room, right, the Lord spoke to me. He was like, you know what? It's time to take XOXO to the next level. And I know we have different people in XOXO. Like, you know, we have Muslims, we have Christians, we have whatever, right? But me, I'm a Christian. So I have create a group in a Telegram group that Sunday around maybe around 4 p.m. Eastern Sunday, every single day, just once a week, every Sunday in the evening, we all come to Zoom. I'll get a pastor. We just pray for XOXO so the Lord can open the door for us, for people around the world can come and join us so we can take this to the next level. And also the Lord to help us to practice nothing but love, patient, you know, in this space that we are in. And also the Lord to whatever problem that we are solving, XOXO should be the key that you make enough money to also to solve your problem, whether it's your health, taking care of your mother, whatever. I think it's that we need to build that foundation. Now, I am a Christian, so I'm going to go with Christian. Now, if you're a Muslim, if you are whatever, you can do it on your own, you know, but I'm going to, you know, do what a Christian does. Okay. So if you want to be a part of that, I have created a Telegram group. I'll put the link in the Telegram group. You can just join next week. We will start the prayer so we can pray for XOXO so the Lord can bring people from around the world so we can move forward, because we have something amazing, and we need prayers to back it up. We need prayers to back it up. So please, if you want to be a part of that, I have the link in the Telegram group. Please bring anybody that you can. We just need prayer. Even people are in the XOXO, they're not in the XOXO, they just want to be a part of it, just to pray, you know, let them come, let them join the link and let us come once a week, every Sunday, just to pray for XOXO so the Lord can bring people around the world. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Right now, I don't know if anybody have a comment or something. No questions. We're not doing no question. If somebody just want to raise their hand and you know, say something nice, you know, things like that. Guys, let's do this. Let's take it to the next level. I know you guys, things are a little slow and things like that. That's why I have created that prayer group so we can take this to the next level. Yeah, I can pray. My wife can pray. You can pray. Other people can pray. But when we come together in one room, and we pray together, I think things will move tremendously for us. I strongly believe that. I strongly believe that. And I am tired of losing money to other companies. I am tired. For once, I just want something to work for everyone. I want people to be blessed by this movement that we have right now. Love, patient, okay? Love and patient. We need to practice that. We need to care for one another. We need to pray for one another. And that is my belief for this project. And we do it, the Lord will open the door for us. Whatever money we need to solve our problems, the Lord will open it for us. But I think we need to start by praying. I thank you guys very much. Today is Sunday. I don't want to keep here. I don't know, Kojo want to talk to you guys a little bit. Kojo, go ahead. But if you want to be a part of the prayer, we're going to start next week. I already created a Telegram group. So please, next week, Sunday, I'll put the time and the Zoom link, and we all come. We turn our video on. We're going to turn the video on. I'm going to turn my video on. The pastor that will be praying, I'm going to reach out to the pastor. We turn a video on. We all just going to pray. We're going to pray for a better future. The Lord should open the door for everybody worldwide to join XOXO so we can grow. Okay? We're going to do it together. All right? Thank you, guys. Kojo, take it away.